Welcome, this is Nathan, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to continue taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're now on episode 33, I'm really losing track, aren't I? I think it's 33. The last video we saw a war take place which divided up the blue team. We saw a country collapse in Africa as well as over here in South America. And we saw the first country develop a nuke. Now, this is going to be really important for this video. Oh, wrong layer. The pink team has just developed nukes. And I'm actually going to begin here. At this point, the pink team is the only country in the world that has developed nukes. And, let's just say that, yeah, sure, the Lion team and Korea, they're developing nukes, and there's theories that China might also be trying to develop nukes. Maybe somebody else I probably won't name. But the pink team, they're reckless. I mean, I think at this point everyone knows. After all the files that have been discovered after World War II, everyone knows the pink team is a reckless country who's willing to do anything to get land. They literally tested that the first ever nuke created on the bright orange team, not even within their own land. Sure, it was nowhere near as powerful as the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but they're still nukes. And to be fair, it was used in kind of a not really popular area, but it still killed people. That would be a war crime in our modern world. And the Central Asian Union and Turquoise team are kind of, they know this. They're not dumb. They know this, and well, they don't know. Well, they know that the pink team definitely did something that was not right. At this point, the pink team is developing more and more nukes. They're not what? What kind of I even got selected? The pink team will now head up to 5 nuclear bombs. And at this point, somebody else has just developed a nuke. In a shocking way, Korea was able to make their own nuclear facility and was able to develop their first nuke. I think I'm going to do it over here. This is not Japan, this is Korea. Korea is the second nuclear power in the world, and obviously the top 2 strongest countries in the world will be developing nukes first. The Lion team is still lagging behind, but to be fair, that the gap between number 2 and number 3 is huge. China, I think at this point I'd say they're number 4. But see, the pink team, well, they're doing something, and it's not gonna go down well with some of the countries around them. The pink team will begin an invasion of the red team, but in this invasion, it looks like it's just gonna be another invasion for land. So the pink team will begin to send its troops in. They will meet up on the border of the yellow team, who literally crap their pants. You just had a superpower. You have a superpower on your... I won't even call them a super... I don't know, would you guys call these superpowers? I feel like the red team, chocolate team, and burgundy team at their height with superpowers. Would you call the pink team and Korea superpowers? I would. But, yeah, this is going really well for the pink team. There's really no resistance. And then, all of a sudden, they stop. And everyone's like, morale? Did they lose their morale? Nope. It's because the pink team has just launched, yet again, another nuke. This nuke launches from Azerbaijan, and it launches all the way to the red team's capital, completely demolishing the capital of the red team. The red team will completely go into anarchy and are quickly coming in to regain some lost land. The yellow team will send in troops to regain some lost land, and don't worry, they're going to be smart after this, you'll see. The yellow team will quickly move in, but they are moving into nuclear territory, which has just been nuked. It's about been around a week since it's been nuked. But at this point, it's basically just wasteland. So we see the entire red team fall to the pink team. Let's take a look at this peace treaty. In the peace treaty, the pink team will be taking all of this land for themselves, while the yellow team will be only gaining a little bit of their lost land from when this country existed. Well, okay, I don't know what am I saying? They may gain lost land, but this nuke is still here, and it's probably going to linger here for a while. Now, the pink team just annexed a lot of land, and it wasn't exactly like land that's going to make them stronger, but this is resource galore. But something that's obviously going to be mentioned. Something that's going to be mentioned is the pink team just used a nuke. They used a nuke on a country who did nothing wrong. That red team has done nothing. I don't even know what. I think they united with somebody, and that was it. That was it. I think they've been neutral this entire series, and they're just gone because of the pink team. This event will raise tensions to the max since World War II. As Central Asian Union, the turquoise team, the lime team, Russia, the green team, the pink team, the yellow team, and Korea and even Japan, will all call out the pink team for such a disgusting crime on the people of the red team. The pink team's leader will literally not even make an apology, and at this point, the world is starting to realise the pink team will not stop until they are stopped. These people just... All the pink team has been in this series is expansionist and a disgusting country. And a lot of countries know that this has to be put to an end. Just like the red team, the pink team needs to be put to an end. So we see... No, that's the wrong layer. We're going to come to this alliance layer, which right now is consisted of a lot of countries that are really, really strong countries. But we're going to be adding to this. The yellow team joins... Oh, boy. I know why it's doing that. I'm just going to have to fill this in. The yellow team joins the Triangle Alliance. The green team joins the Triangle Alliance. Korea joins the Triangle Alliance. The strongest country in the world will join the Triangle Alliance. That is huge. And finally but not least, Morocco will also join this alliance. They never said anything about this, but deep in their heart, they know what the pink team just did. This is the most united front we are probably going to see in the series. And this front says something. If the pink team dares to do any move or put any troops on any border, we are not scared of forming a coalition against them. With the world out against the pink team will have to be very careful, but their leader won't be careful. The people of the pink team are terrified, because Korea is a nuclear power at this point. If they might actually be developing nukes quicker than the pink team. But at this point, it looks like the pink team is one stupid move away from losing its second great empire. Anyway, we're going to move back to the alliance layer, because we're actually going to come over to America. These countries over here, they're struggling. Sure, the economic depression's over, but we saw with the pink team that a lot of them are struggling. The only ones that aren't struggling are the Northern Canadian... That's a bucket. The only countries that aren't struggling are the Northern Canadian teams. The Mexico, Colombia, and Argentina. Those are the only countries that aren't really struggling. Everybody else is struggling in some way. So we actually see a new type of thing getting introduced. Economic alliances. We see the formation of a global economic alliance. Really, anybody could join it. But this is going to be between Canada. Why has Alaska got two capitals? Okay, I don't really care. Alaska, the yellow team, the pink team, and the red team. Now, a requirement to join this alliance is that you need to be, 1, a democracy, 2, you need to change your currency or have the same currency as these countries. And all 5 of these countries were using the same currency or like a very similar currency, but they've all swapped over to the same currency. This currency is not one of the strongest. I'd say the currency of Morocco is the strongest right now. But this is open to anybody, and they get a lot of people who wanted to join. But the countries that want to join have a different currency, which is the issue. The pink team was definitely a hard one. They had different currency, but they were willing to change no matter what. The countries we see offer to join are the Greenland, the Baja Californian team, and then this little red team, and also the Caribbean. Anyway, we're gonna hop over to Oceania. We're gonna hop over here to Oceania. Well, kind of Oceania. Japan is collapsing. I don't know how long these guys have been united, but it's not working out. Their people are not happy. Especially with the fact that they now have nuclear power. Basically only, like, divided by like, an ocean or sea, whatever you want to call it. They're terrified. And the people in the country don't seem to really... It's just a mess. Japan will break apart into several countries, so let's take a look at that. So this is how Japan will divide itself. A mess, and definitely going to be something that's going to take a while to clean up. This is what happens when you elect bad leaders, though. So Japan just spoke up, and Korea's like, okay. Hopefully nobody invades it. Wink, wink. Anyway. For the final event before the big part of this video, because this will be a premiere. You know, if it's a premiere, hello, if anybody's even going to watch this premiere. Normally people watch it after the premiere, which is weird. But the final event before this is the Cyan team becoming an official country. Again. It took a lot of guerrilla warfare and a lot of interference from Blue Team in Tanzania. But they have set up a new... this is basically the Afghanistan of this world. It's technically a country, but there's so many different groups within it that you can't really decide which one's ruling it. But anyway, we're going to come back up to here. Because the pink team, the leader of the pink team has just been an idiot. He just moved troops into Persia. Oh my god, please let me copy your pink team's colour! Pink team troops will move into Persia and will begin to take land. And this, after a week of this invasion, the entire Triangle Alliance will look at the pink team and be like, take your troops out of the Persia now. Not even the pink team. They look at the leader of the pink team and say, take your troops out of Persia or it will get ugly. And the pink team says, no, bring it on. So, in June of 1984, Russia, the Lime Team, Morocco, Central Asian Union, the Yellow Team, the Turquoise Team, the Green Siberian Team, and Korea will all send a declaration of war declaring the coalition of the oh my god, I can't speak. Declaring the coalition of the Asian powers, minus Morocco. World War 2.5 has just begun, or if you want to call it, the War of Asia. The world is now terrified that this could escalate into World War 3, but I will confidently say to you guys, it will not. It may escalate more in Asia, but welcome to the War of Asia. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the War of Asia. Bye.